A deputy testifying today in the trial for a man accused of torturing a 4-year-old girl was overcome with emotion. Hello, I'm Jackie Hyland.
And I'm David Crabtree. Deborah Morgan has the evening off. The deputy described the girl's injuries as the most horrifying thing he has ever seen. This is the second time in Jonathan Richardson trial an officer has broken down during testimony. Richardson is accused of killing Tegan Skiba in July of 2010. Brian Mims endured the emotional testimony, and Brian joins us live from the courthouse with what was heard today. Brian?
David, this deputy is now with the Wake County Sheriff's Office. This is the 8th day of testimony in the case against the man charged with killing his girlfriend's daughter. We have heard from doctors, detectives, investigators, all of whom have struggled, visibly struggled, with the details of this case.
I then went to the room where Tegan was located.
By that moment, Matt DaSilva had worn a badge for 14 years. He was a detective for the Johnston County Sheriff's Office in July 2010. He'd been called to UNC Children's Hospital. On the stand now, he knew what he had to do. Remember that moment. Describe it.
I observed numerous cuts.
He talks about bite marks on 4-year-old Tegan Skiba and burn marks and signs of sexual abuse. Nothing could prepare him for that moment.
I just couldn't bear to look at it anymore, and I asked him to stop.
You asked the doctor to stop?
I asked the doctor to stop. I told him that was enough. I couldn't look at it. I couldn't bear it to see it anymore.
Now, on the stand, the tears come. The jury is asked to leave. The prosecutor asked DaSilva again about that moment.
It immediately brought tears to my eyes. It's the most horrifying thing I've ever seen done to a human being, especially a child. I've never seen anything like that in the years that I've been doing this as a law enforcement officer.
During the break, Jonathan Richardson, accused of torturing and murdering the child, often smiles. When the jurors returned, DaSilva says Richardson made a curious remark after his arrest.
What are y'all going to do? Tie me down and cut me up? He just looked right straight at me and just had like a slight little grin on his face.
Earlier today, a CSI investigator was on the stand reading a love letter written by Tegan's mom to Richardson. She was out of town when all this happened. She wrote that he was a man of strong character and, quote, taught me so much. Testimony resumes in the morning, David.
Brian Mims reporting live in Smithfield. Brian, thank you.